World Boxing News came over this to end the mediations. The heavyweight Final Four mega pay-per-view, where we would get to fight the biggest fight in boxing today, Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury. And on the undercard, we get Deontay Wilder against Alexander Usyk. Now, the winner of the main event and a co-main event will fight on the next pay-per-view card. I like that idea if all the parties can agree with that. We all know Wilder would prefer the trilogy fight with Tyson Fury, but he said if he couldn't get that fight, he would fight Robbie Relentless, Dillian Whyte, and Alexander Usyk and Joseph Parker. A mega pay-per-view like this would definitely do good overseas, Saudi Arabia, UK, and I think the Bronze Bomber would be down, especially if he loses the mediation. An event like this would definitely put 90,000 in Wembley Stadium. Also give the boxer fans what we want. We want an undisputed champion. According to the article, that gives us 3 straight opportunities to have all the titles on the line, and it pleases all sanctioned bodies and contenders for a year and a half. Most boxing fans would agree that those are the top 4 heavyweights. Some people throw Dillian Whyte in the mix. And I love tournaments like this. Don King used to throw tournaments like this back in the day. I can remember the middleweight tournament when Bernard Hopkins became the top middleweight in the division, beating Felix Trinidad. I think the hardest part is having the promoters agree on it, because the promoters want to protect their prized possession, most of them, except like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is willing to risk it all. I mean, just look at Anthony Joshua. Joshua has faced a lot of top 10 opponents in the heavyweight division, more than Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Andy Ruiz combined. And if things go as planned, Joshua will be fighting another top 10 opponent in April or May or whatever this fight takes place, Alexander Usyk. So I think AJ is one participant that would be down with the heavyweight Final Four. And since he will be fighting Anthony Joshua for a lot of money, Tyson Fury will be down with this too. I think a heavyweight tournament like this benefits the fans, and the boxers would be making a lot of money. My opinion is this: it's a great idea. I like where World Boxing News is going. I think the banners will be the sticking points, the PBCs, the match rooms, the top rank.
We're calling it the road to the undisputed. Is it Tyson Fury next?
I'm calling it the road to whoever's next, because I'm just knocking them off one by one. Pulev was #1 with the IBF, serious challenger. He came, tried his best, and he got defeated.
Hearns and Warren are exploring possibilities to make this fight happen now than later. They want the fight to happen between May, April, something like that. Because what is looming for both fighters is Anthony Joshua has a mandatory defense against Usyk, and Usyk said he's going to enforce that. What it concerns Fury is the arbitration mediation. If he loses that, then he'll fight Wilder again for the trilogy. Both those fights could set back the undisputed match between Tyson Fury and Joshua. So they're considering dropping the belts. But if you drop the belts, then there's no undisputed title fight. It's just Joshua Fury, which is still a good fight and it will sell. But it takes some of the luster out for me. I'm just speaking for myself. Some people don't care about the belts. They want to see them fight. I want to see them fight too. But I want something up for grabs. I mean, being undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, it's a legacy thing. Now you're giving up all your belts because you want to face roadblocks and obstacles. That's what it's all about. As long as you keep winning, the iron is always going to be hot. I think Anthony Joshua is going to beat Usyk. Now, they did backtrack just a little bit, if you want to call it that. Hearns and Warren said they want all the titles up for grabs if they can do it. Frank Warren said Usyk is Hearns' problem. He has to get Usyk to step aside. But I can't blame Usyk if he doesn't want to step aside. He earned his title shot and he wants it. Now, if Anthony Joshua is a part of this dropping the belt crap, I'm very disappointed in him. But I kind of think it's more Tyson Fury's doing, because Fury doesn't care about belts. Anthony Joshua said he cares about being undisputed. That's his goal. My opinion is this, and it's always been this. I think Joshua should fight Usyk, and I think if Tyson Fury has to fight Wilder again, fight Wilder again. And I think both guys will win, and we can have the fight late 2021 or early 2022. Anyway, what do you think about the Final Four heavyweight tournament? And do you think Joshua and Fury should drop all their belts and fight in April or May? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.